Hello, and welcome to an episode of Todd Talks. When Todd Talks, people listen. My dreams aren't yours to take. Hopefully. Actually, as anyone who knows me, my dreams have been easily shattered at times, as almost happened with Death Battle. So, what are you going to do? Today, I have a smile on my face because I just got done watching Joker versus Giorno, and Joker won! Yeah! Okay, I have bounced back from the OmniDoc incident. Let's just put that to the put that to the side. Put that to the side, and focus on the here and now because Joker versus Jordan was honestly a lot of fun, and I was worried because I read the G1 blog yesterday, and they once again, like all pretty much unanimously said Joker would win, and they gave him numerous reasons why, and there was no like sun disk feed. Like there was a sun disk feed that section they had in the OmniDoc one, but not this time. And so I was like, this seems compelling. This seems like a legit breakdown of why Joker would win and the numerous ways Joker would win. So I was curious about it, and then about right when they were doing the Gold Experience Requiem bit in the breakdown for Giorno, I was like, the way they were phrasing things made me wonder, like, is Joker screwed? Like, oh, is Joker so screwed? I don't know. So I was curious. I was curious, but yeah, let's break this all down because it really was a lot of fun, and I think my biggest complaint. I'll start off right with the complaint is twofold. Once again, I feel they did the intros way too quickly. I mean, we barely even got to see Joker's background, and then it was like Joker versus Giorno, and like they held on Giorno's but not on Joker's. I don't know if that was just a rush for editing, but I hope that changes because that's the second time we've seen that, and I don't like that. They need to space it out. That's why I preferred the whole Joker, leader of the Phantom Thieves, versus Giorno Giovanna, the gang star and leader of Passione. That allows time to breathe, and they clearly weren't rushed for time. It was actually one of the shorter episodes in recent memory. So I don't know. But that was one of the big ones. The second one was that despite the fact that they referenced the other Persona games in there, including one of my favorite lines in Death Battle history in the Joker breakdown was spent 10 years in spin-off hell. Yeah, I mean, where's the lie? I mean, the dancing game, Strikers, Tactica came out last year, I believe. There was mobile games, and there's even like another rumored one. Not to mention he was a DLC element to Persona 3 Reload this year. So yeah, he's been around since 2016 when he originally debuted in Japan. Uh, like, where's Persona 6, Atlas? Where's Persona 6? But despite them referencing that in various ways, including in the breakdowns, I felt that they ignored certain parts. I mean, I know they focus clearly on P5 and P5 Royal, which is fair, but there, as noted in the G1 blog, there were in very, very important things, including bosses that they referenced in the breakdown, that helped reinforce his win. And I wonder why they didn't, talk about it. If for no other reason, then you could say like, oh, but that would kind of give it away. But they've done other things before. They had no issue talking about Gold Experience Requiem, and the fight with Diavolo. Oh yeah, the fact that Jesus is a JoJo. Gosh, that was great. I'm sorry, that was great. JoJo. Moving on. See, this is why I love Death Battle. Like they make me smile and laugh, and I need that sometimes, especially after I had a terrible night's sleep last night. Anyway, but yes, Jesus is a JoJo. So, but like that, they didn't miss doing that, and so why not talk about certain other things from the other games? Like for example, there was a time where Joker actually lost the wild card ability. He lost his trickster ability. It was actually erased from existence, and yet willed himself back. All right, so like his willpower is so beyond that he technically didn't need the social links. Technically, it was just the trickster. Like even without the trickster ability, his willpower was one that could break fate, and thus return to zero was completely moot. And I didn't know that because obviously I was thinking when I did my preview video, I was thinking about things in just the P5 Royal sense, and I knew that he needed uh, the millions to help summon Centennial and all of that, which obviously was negated via the New Game Plus and other modes, including the spin-off games. But like that's broken. You're like, hey, I got a race from existence. I just don't care. I'm gonna keep going anyway. So that kind of was odd, but they made up for it in other ways, like the social link cutaway scene with a whiz and boomstick. That's hilarious. And then I'm off to do experimental drugs and date my teacher. Yeah, okay. Wait, you're gonna date your what? Don't judge me, Wiz. Don't judge me. Okay. Kawakami forever. Yeah. All right, but yeah, getting back to the good parts of the episode, because the rest was honestly good. I liked how, of course, the editing was fun outside of that beginning bit. I liked how they used both parts of both the manga and the anime, and then the fight. The fight was honestly the most interesting thing for me, because outside of the older women lines and the Jesus is a JoJo. Canon, canon, canon. Um, I love the fight because we saw the preview and it felt like, okay, it's gonna be like this fight, but then they repeatedly dipped into the different anime styles, and I loved that, and it helped add to the fight itself. For example, one of the and it's clear that they knew what fans wanted to see at time. For example, they wanted to see the multiple things, the multiple personas of Joker. I didn't expect them to use Alice, who I actually used in Persona 3 Reload. She's very powerful. Die for me. No. No, Alice. So that was cool. And then Jack Frost was an important one because life can't grow in negative 200 uh, degrees Celsius, I believe it is, and Jack Frost is more than capable of doing that. So obviously that would negate that, but the life abilities of Gold Requiem. So that was cool. And then the various lines or stills from like the manga, like when he summons Requiem, when Giorno summons Requiem, and even just the talking scene. It's like anything imbued with my life energy has a desire to return from which it came, and then like seeing the bees go back into the gun, or the life shot with Joker and the body doubles and everything. That was so cool. And then the ending shot. The ending shots were amazing. I love the callback to the interrogation room in P5. Hearing the Phantom Thieves do that. Now I'm going to make a small complaint for a different death battle that I wanted this to happen in, and that's Guts Dimitri, because that kind of scene with Joker at the end, that's what I wanted to see with Dimitri, where he stops being the wild boar and becomes the blazing lion, king of Fargus. Fargus. I didn't get there, but I guess I got it here, so I'll take what I can get. I still have feelings about that, even though Dimitri won. But yeah, seeing that one happen and unlocking his willpower to the fullest, and they did get for you Adachi lovers. They got that line in there, if you die, I'll kill you. I'll bring you back and kill you again, or I'll kill you a second time. That's very pancakes, very very pancakes. So, and then somebody Santaniel saying checkmate. That's actually legit how I kind of thought it would go. Not necessarily the interrogation room scene, but I figured they would do something where Giorno stops time and is about to kill Joker, and Joker does kind of like the Superman thing in Justice League Center Cut, where he just like looks at Flash, and then Joker goes, "Oh, I heard you. I just don't care," and then shoots him. But that was just as cool. So, and then the ending wave with what did you get? I got the stand arrow. That was really cool touch. And I'm glad they did break down the whole, it's not just Gold Requiem, it's Gold Experience, it's Gold Experience Requiem, and how that completely changes things. So it was a really good fight. I definitely think it was definitely on par with OmniDoc. If I was to give who's in the lead, I probably would go with Joker Giorno, just because I think the fight just had that little bit of extra spice to it, if you will. A little bit of Gangstar style. We didn't see it coming with some of the stuff. That was pretty cool. Like who called Alice being in the fight? Come on. So a very good fight. It was very worth it. It was good to see Persona back in, and even the references to all the other Persona games, including P3 Reload, Mitsuru. So yeah, and then next time, Baoseg. Yes, we are getting the army battle, which is interesting because a lot of us, including you friends of mine on the Discord, uh, we were like, "Oh, this is Baoseg is going to be the last one. It's more than likely going to be the last one." Now, it is the next one, and this is interesting because remember, it's not just Bowser versus Eggman; it's the armies. So you got to throw in, the Koopas, the Goombas, the Gammas, the Omegas, the Metal Sonics. I think you even saw a reference to Sonic Frontiers with the girl that Eggman takes under his wing. So that'll be interesting. So I already have thoughts on who I think will win, but I will save that for my preview video. But it's going to be an interesting one because I have to make sure I say, what are the armies of Bowser and Eggman, and how is it all going to go? It's gonna be interesting for sure. It's gonna be interesting for sure. So, with that, I'm ending this episode of Todd Talk. What did you think of Joker versus Giorno? Did you like the very cheeky references to everything? Did you like how the battle went? Are you happy with how the breakdown was done? Because that was obviously very, very important with Requiem and Return to Zero, as I noted in my preview video. It was all about interpretation. And how excited are you for Baoseg? Let me know in the comments below. So, I thank you for watching. If you made it as far, I know you were listening, and I'll see you around.